All right, guys, Wednesday's workout. 3 ounce for time, 400-meter run, 15 sumo deadlift high pull, 10 burpees over the bar. Let's go over the run first. 400-meter run, if you don't know distances, probably a minute out, a minute back is what we're looking at. Here's the options if you have a rower or an assault bike, or even if you have an Airdyne. Obviously, these numbers, higher numbers are the guys, lower numbers are the ladies. For the high pull, we wanted it to be something on the heavier side, that's why we only did 15. So 95, 65, that may not be too heavy for some of you, so you can go with the RX Plus route of 135, 95. The goal is that you probably couldn't do 15 unbroken the whole time, so you probably have to break it up. That's kind of how heavy we want it. And then 10 burpees over the bar, you can do them facing or laterally, doesn't really matter. If we don't have a barbell, our kettlebell version is, you can either do a kettlebell sumo deadlift high pull, or you can do 30 kettlebell swings. We're gonna kind of go over those options. Or you can do burpees over the kettlebell. We also have the dumbbell swing we can do, and then we have a backpack version as well. So let's kind of go over that stuff real fast. For the high pull, just some things to remember. Feet wider than shoulder width, hands stay in. We start at mid-shin, and then remember, I want to think of it like a clean. So the arms stay straight once I stand all the way up. Basically, barbell comes to my throat, and then I bring it back down. Elbows should be higher than the bar. It should be a quick, fast motion. So I'm here, I squeeze the butt, and the legs generate the power up just as if we're doing a clean. If I'm doing it with a kettlebell, it's the same exact thing, right? Elbows still stay high. I want to aim the kettlebell probably back towards my heels, so I'm actually getting my hamstrings and not clear out in front of me. So I aim it back, same thing, elbows, try to get higher than the ears, bring it to the throat. The only reason we're doing kettlebell swings is if your kettlebell isn't heavy enough to where the high pulls are really hard. So you're only doing 15 high pulls, but if your kettlebell, like if the weight I have is so light that 15 is not hard, then we would rather you do 30 swings instead, so it makes it a little more challenging. And we already know swings are going to be on the way overhead, right? Butt belly tight, bring it into the crotch. So swing it if your kettlebell isn't heavy enough and the high pulls aren't really hard. And then burpees either over the bar or over the kettlebell. You can just lay the kettlebell flat, but make sure you're actually jumping over the kettlebell, not the person that's doing this and jumping over, actually over the kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, we can do a dumbbell swing. Some people are doing it this way. I sometimes think that if you cup it this way, it's a little bit easier. And then you can go all the way overhead doing it that way. But it's kind of whatever you want to do, but same thing. I'd lay the kettlebell down and I do the burpees that way. So that's basically our workout. If you only have a backpack, we'll do backpack swings and we'll do burpees over the backpack. After that, our cash out is going to be a 400-meter farmer carry. Every time you rest the kettlebells or dumbbells or whatever you have to do 5 strip press each arm. So what we're looking for here, the goal would be, I have 2 kettlebells that are the same weight. Most of you probably don't have that option. Maybe you have 2 dumbbells that are the same weight, I don't know. It should be something that's pretty hard to where like you break a couple times during those 400 meters. But let's say I have 2 kettlebells that are different weights. What you could do is you can have one kettlebell on one hand, one kettlebell on the other, and I'm just gonna walk as long as I can. As soon as I feel that I need to break, I break and I strict press with the hardest kettlebell I can. And then when I go again, I make sure I switch the kettlebells. So now my right arm is gonna hold the heavier weight and not my left arm. As far as the strict press, whether it's a kettlebell or a dumbbell, butt belly tight, 5 reps with the right arm, 5 reps with the left arm, and then you just keep going on the farmer carry. If you don't know 400 meters distance, I would just say walk 4 minutes out, and then just turn around and try to come back. And that would be it for time. And that's what we would do. If you're doing the body weight version, right, your cash out is a little bit different. It's an EMOM with 10 to 20 Sphinx push-ups, 15 to 20 backpack curls, and then max wall climb. So remember with the Sphinx push-ups, we're on our elbows. All we're gonna do is basically extend the arms and come here. If that's too hard, having the elbow underneath the shoulder, the further I go out, the easier it is, or I can do it on my knees. For the backpack curls, it's pretty simple. I'm just doing curls, nothing crazy. And then wall climbs, remember we're facing the wall. We walk all the way up to the wall, walk all the way back down. You're just doing as many reps as you can in that minute, and then minute 4 you're resting. And then you're just rinsing, repeating. If that is the backpack version.